Hi everyone, BlazeFort here, and hi. Oh, that's not my intro for this thing. Hi everyone, my name is Tom, aka BlazeFort, your chaotic evil DM. Welcome back to Crobaton. These are my wonderful players, Justin.
Hello.
We have Riley.
Hey.
We have Mare.
Hello.
We have Mary. We have Alex.
Howdy diddly, my neighbors.
And we have Josh.
Oh.
If you are watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow, maybe subscribe. Twitch Prime is free if you have Amazon Prime. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and maybe check us out on Twitch. You know, maybe someday. We go live every other Wednesday, 9 p.m. Videos go up on YouTube sometime after that, and hopefully before the next one. As of this episode, everything is caught up. I wasn't for a while.
Woohoo!
Is there anything else I have before I do previously on Crobaton? I'm gonna take that as a probably not.
No.
So
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
happy Pride.
Pride.
I think last episode was technically started with it, but I think, right?
Oh,
I think it was the
I don't
first.
know, that was 12 years ago, so...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right. I forgot.
I mean, yeah, it was exactly like the 1st of June, so it was the 1st of Pride, yeah.
Oh, rad.
But, you know.
Mid-Pride!
We are. Today would be the Ides of Pride.
amazing.
Sorry, I saw the
That's,
15th. I had to.
It's the title.
Maybe the stream, not the episode. But anyway, previously on Crobaton, the party was winding down after a long day of arriving at the Fullhorn, traveling around getting resources and information. Zeneria and Edelweiss spent time talking to Asphodel, and Throden went to the Root Takers meeting with the chief. Zeneria returns first to the rest of the party at the Life Fund, soon followed by Throden and Edelweiss later, as he went with Asphodel to meet with the chief following the previous meeting. They each updated everyone about their adventures, including Edelweiss's concern about that the chief is ill. The party discussed their next steps, including meeting a little Goliath girl named Zinnia, who Edelweiss is very close to. The party agreed to investigate the lake to the northwest of the Fullhorn, just past the flower fields. There was a brief period of time that Zinnia was going to go with the party, but she was discouraged by Gorgon. If there is anything anyone would like to do, or any way you'd like to prepare, you all have the floor.
I'd like to go shopping, please.
Okay.
Can I go visit
I
that?
have to go shopping.
I'd like to go visit the gnome boy again.
Okay.
What's his name?
Good question.
Good question.
You would think it would be easy, considering there's only a few gnomes in this area.
I mean, D&D names are hard in general just because they don't follow the natural rhythm of our language.
Geordie Broadpocket.
Brody Broadpocket?
Geordie.
Sounds pretty English to me.
Brody the Shorty? Because he's
Georgie.
a gnome?
Why are you like this?
I feel like gnomes don't like give each other short names, because just anyone else could do that to anyone.
What do you mean? The fact that my gnome's name is Hawthorne Shorthold has nothing to do with my size.
Okay. So you're gonna go see Geordie.
Yep.
Does
Like
anyone
we
else
already-
want to go in there particular? Or is this just Gordy want to go on his own?
No, anybody's welcome to come.
Are we gonna have Christmas again?
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be Christmas again. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what he has. I don't know how much money I have either. How much money do I have?
You spent
It
some.
doesn't sound like Christmas.
Hey, look, you might be getting socks this year, okay? I'm sorry. Budget's a
That's-
little tight.
One of you's getting an
Missy loves
Xbox.
socks.
One of you's getting an Xbox. The rest are getting socks.
But you can share the socks.
Just the socks, though. Ugh, sharing socks.
Whoever's on the Xbox has cold feet. That's the problem.
It's like yeah, you start off Monday and every day somebody gets a sock, but laundry day isn't until like Sunday. So whoever gets the sock on Saturday is gonna be really gross.
Oh, all right. Moving on, please.
All right, so what do you want to do, Alex?
I'm gonna go up to Jordy.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go ahead and like burst open the door like I own the place, and I'll proudly announce myself, Jordy.
You walk in, and in the immediate area, there's no one there.
Hold on. Do I have anything to be really obnoxious? I don't know.
You must. It's like your entire character.
You see, it's meant to mess with people's head, not to like just make a commotion. But you're right. I should have something like this. I cast fireball in his office. I'll blame it on one of his contraptions. Let me see here. Prestidigitation, make noise.
Yeah, I can make noise.
Okay, yeah, so I cast Prestidigitation to make it sound like a bunch of like firecrackers are going off behind the counter.
You do realize this is a house.
But yeah,
So you just walk into someone's house.
I
Have you met Gorgon? That's like his entire business.
There was a door.
I walk
Usually
into
dead
other
for hundreds of years first.
I walk into other people's houses. I sit at the head of their table. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and make some firecrackers go off in his house.
Cool.
But it's prestidigitation. It's just the sound of firecrackers.
Uh-huh. What's going on?
Jordy,
you see him
there
like
you are.
come down the stairs, like covering his ear. Oh, you again?
Hi, I'm here to buy more things from you.
Oh, okay. What are you looking for?
Well, let's see. I have a list of things here.
Are you just reading
I-
the message I sent you?
Well, I wanted it to be immersive, but I guess, yeah.
I was wondering if that was what you're pulling up. Go ahead.
Yes, I'd like one long rod, please.
A rod?
Yes, preferably made of amber, about this big. And I'll also need some crystal or glass, whichever's you have. I don't care.
You need one of those three. You need a rod made of one of those three.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need just amber, glass, or crystal. Just a rod.
Okay.
And then I need Tom, was that second bit like, do I need to do that myself or do I need to get one that's augmented?
You can do that yourself.
Okay, I need some animal fur.
What?
Yeah, animal fur. Yeah.
Is there a quantity?
Just like a patch. I don't know. Probably enough to make a sock out of.
Like a sock for you or a sock for me?
He thinks for a moment. Do you remember my friend from that came with me yesterday?
Yes.
A sock for him.
Okay, so more like a sock for you. Got it.
Okay, yeah. And Oh, do you have any tools that you use when you make these contraptions of yours?
Why, of course.
I'd like a set of that, please.
Okay.
And, did you make any more contraptions lately?
Not since yesterday.
Okay, darn, alright. Yeah, that's all I need.
So... I need to check something. I have to make up prices. So I know the other thing that you need, and I know you weren't gonna pay for one of those. That really did
Try
not.
me, what is it?
The base item.
Oh. Oh, yeah, no.
That's not knocking off much at all.
Okay, that's fine. How much is all this gonna cost?
It's going to be... $195 gold.
That's
no.
not bad.
Oh, no, that's for... Oh, then you also need tools. So the components, 195. And then tools... I have to find tools now. Where are the tools? Are they over here? They are over here. Yeah, you'd probably need that one. And then, what kind of tools do you think would be appropriate? Like which one?
Tools?
Tinkers?
I would think, right? Magical tinkering tools? Artificer tools, but those haven't been invented yet, but I'll invent them.
I don't think there are artificer tools. Artificers just use tools, whatever, but...
I'll invent them.
But, like, keep in mind, tools have different costs, and you're not proficient in them.
I'll invent the proficiency.
You could spend time to learn the proficiency, but that's going to tack on a lot more time.
So
So,
what
like,
would you suggest then, Tom?
So I'm looking at, like, for this particular item, probably, like, jewelers, smiths, or tinker's tools.
What's the cheapest?
That would be smith's tools at 20 gold.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Okay. So you can get it at a set of smith's tools. So tack on another 20 gold in addition to the 195.
Okay. Alright, yeah.
Might I ask what you're... Wait, what you need all this for?
Oh, well, I'm gonna see. Well, you see, I'm going to try and do what you do.
Okay, and... You have some sort of plan with this, right?
Oh, yeah. I'll see you in 2 weeks, and then I walk out.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Need to add all that crap to my inventory now. Oh, by the way, was the rod made of glass, crystal, or amber?
You mentioned amber first, so I'd probably give you amber.
Okay.
And to be clear, it's like a thin metal rod coated with.
Oh, I thought it was just a solid piece of amber, and I'm like, this is it's kind of weird.
Is anyone else doing anything in the morning?
yoga.
Of course. Is Mare back yet?
Guess not.
Okay. Alright, hopefully she doesn't have to do anything. But,
We can, if anything, we just do like a weird flashback where she goes, "Remember when I bought this?"
probably, yeah.
100%.
Okay, so what is the plan going forward then?
I go up to throw it in.
Oh, hello, Professor.
Throw it in. I need a javelin.
Oh, okay. Crobaton gives him a javelin.
Thanks. And I put it away and I walk off.
As Gordon walks off,
Am I gonna get that one back?
you just stick a javelin like in your bag. And
Yeah.
it's sticking
Yeah,
out.
like that. Yeah, exactly. Maybe.
Okay. So it now has 5 javelins.
I have 1 javelin.
Not very many.
We've come full circle.
Well, javelins are kind of pointed.
Oh, there was one thing I wanted to check, Tom. Does this town have like a bookstore of any kind?
I would say so, but it's probably a lot of local stories, information, that kind of thing.
Crobaton's going to go there and look for a book about dragons.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Oh boy. That's a 4. I'm gonna spend a luck.
Okay.
That's a 7. Luck well spent.
I mean, 7 is a lucky number. Fortunately, it's not very lucky for Thorodin. You walk into the small book and scroll establishment. You don't see any prices or anything anywhere, so you can probably gather this is probably closer to a library than a bookstore. But you only see the signs that are in a language that you don't understand. You can't find the common ones, so you're looking very blindly and you're not able to find exactly what you're looking for.
Is there anybody he can talk to?
Sure.
Alright. I guess I'll approach someone who seems like they belong there. Just be like, excuse me.
Yes?
Yes, do you have any information on dragons or draconic beings? I have a child I need to educate because they're very annoying.
Well, I'll see what we have. She'll hastily walk down one of these aisles and kind of pose something.
It's a himbo with a grudge.
She kind of looks through a scroll. Here's some basic information about dragons.
Oh, good. He's gonna just look it over. What kind of info is it?
It's in Common, and there's a few illustrations throughout it, depicting dragons as these great creatures of incredible strength and cunning intellect, and they breathe a few different types of energy, let's say. They have different breath weapons for some kind of correlation to mechanics.
Oh, this is perfect. Yes. How much for this?
Oh, it's on loan, so just return it when you're done, preferably within the week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be doable. Is there any sort of fine if it gets damaged or drawn on or anything like that?
Well, yes, there would be some kind of consequence. What is your name so I can note down that you've taken it?
Vith Roden.
She'll like write that down. She kind of like checks the scroll, writes like something corresponding to that down. Okay. You should be good to go.
Okay. What would the fine be?
It would be relative to the damages.
I see. Roden takes out 5 gold and just tosses at her and walks out.
She kind of like speechlessly looks at it on the counter as you
That
walk
book
out.
is never coming back.
Okay.
Is there anything anyone else is doing?
No for Missy.
Okay. Welcome back, Mayor.
Thank you.
Alright, so what's the plan? Where is everyone going? How are they getting there?
Out.
I'd like
We're
to ride
splitting
first
up, gang.
class.
Going out.
I believe we are going north, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been spending a lot of time talking to Goliaths here in the village, yeah?
Yeah.
Wunderbar. So I guess we go north.
Onward!
I
And
thought we were going to the
upward.
lake first. There's a lake.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, we're going
yes,
north.
that's correct.
We plan to check the lakes in the north, and provided we have no interruptions or problems, we'll keep moving north towards the mountains and only return to the Full Horn if we really need it.
Here's hoping that we find an already dead dragon within the last 10 days.
That'd be convenient.
Nice.
Woohoo.
Okay, and how are you getting to the lake? I'd say there's there might be like a road or pathway that goes to it from the Full Horn. Not like a particularly impressive pathway, but you could probably take the wagon if you wanted to. There probably isn't a like stable or per se there.
Excuse me, nearest guard.
You
Yes.
said guard, right? Not God, because
Why, hello, Edelweiss. How can I help you today? The voice booms from the clouds above.
Morgan Freeman?
You're just around?
Why?
Hi,
why,
it's me, your
Edelweiss,
friend,
it is
Tiamat.
I, Morgan Freeman.
Christ, he even
America
pulled
dropped
out a
by
Morgan
it.
Freeman impression.
Yes, nearest Thorn? The town god?
Someone rushes up. Is everyone okay?
Yes. What is the quickest way to get to the closest lake? Is there a safe, easy path aside from just this random one?
Yeah, you can just take the path through the flower fields.
How long is it walking speed?
Probably like a few hours.
Oh. That's not bad.
Did we come here with a carriage?
We did come here with a cart.
But we do plan to continue north into the mountains, so we probably don't want to bring the cart.
Okay.
Do we want to get more horses then instead, so we don't need to bring the cart, but we can go fast?
We still might have to leave horses at the base of the mountain. If you think that would be safe, or they'd be able to return here on their own, that's not a bad idea.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure we already have left horses somewhere once, and I don't feel like doing that a second time.
Well, no, we got
Wait,
them.
we left horses somewhere?
We got them sent back first. I
think the dragons took them back.
I have more questions about would we each need individual horses? Do your people have extremely large horses that maybe two of us would be able to fit on at once?
Excellent question. I don't know what you consider a large horse, because we considered the old horses large horses, and I was kind of walking with mine. So...
Well, I mean a large horse to you.
Or rather, a normal-sized horse to you. That
Yes,
you don't have to
yes,
walk alongside.
Yes, exactly.
Excuse me, God.
Bigger horses.
Do. And this time I said God, by the way, because I'm talking to Tom.
Bad.
Because the Full Warden doesn't usually need to send out representatives for themselves aside from the root takers. Do we have horses in the village?
You might have horses, but probably not horses for rent. Like, people would probably own them more recreationally.
Ah, so we have to find a horse girl.
I don't know if a horse girl would ever be willing to give up a
Wait.
horse.
You mean like a centaur?
They have a special bond!
No, like a Girl
Oh,
Scout
sick.
horse girl.
I'm talking about Hiccup.
Girl Scouts own horses?
Not all of them.
I never did.
Okay,
I'd
It
almost
sounds like you got
imagine-
gypped there, Riley.
As a Girl Scout, I never owned a horse.
I'd imagine that Goliath might even ride something else, like something that's naturally larger.
Goats!
I was
Warrior
thinking like
Goats!
goats or rams or something like that.
Goats!
Yeah,
Remember
because while this conversation's happening, Thornton is resummoning Rammer. Just
I need one of you to show me a real-life goat that's larger than a horse.
I too would like
I
to.
Man, it's
can
a goat.
show you a goat that's larger than a pony.
Unicorn?
Does that count?
Maybe?
Or- World's biggest goat.
It's the goats in
Oh my god, that poor thing!
Oh,
Oh god!
I don't know if I want to see it.
So Tom, where is the resident,
Goat Wrangler.
yeah.
Go girl?
Go girl.
Wake me up before
Go
you go, girl.
I don't think I'm
Oh,
allowed
dear.
to say that on Tom's stream.
Yeah.
Only 4?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, the largest dogs only live up to 7 years, so it makes sense that the largest goat wouldn't last very long.
Yeah, but I think this is because of its obesity and not because of its age.
No, that's, yeah.
Oh wait, no, it says it right there. With the normal lifespan of it being closer to 15 years, it only lived 4.
Yeah.
It weighed 400 pounds.
That poor goat.
My god, my screen's bright. There we go.
Yeah, I'd say there'd probably be like someone who has large goats. Because this is also D&D, there's like a large variation of everything, so there's probably giant goats here.
Oh, there you go. So
Okay,
if you
but are
can-
there huge giant goats?
Maybe someday.
Wait, are the dragons bigger here too?
You haven't seen any?
Otherwise, our mission would be over.
Different stat block. It says giant young dragon.
That way it's just normal size to us.
UID.
I'm sorry, I can't remember if we've asked this yet, but are the beds we're sleeping in just a little bit too big?
A little bit, yeah.
Everything's like a queen size here.
Everything is just like
Queen size
tiny.
is like a twin here.
Yeah.
The gnome must have like the biggest bed ever to him.
Yeah.
Jordy's got.
Kids.
They all share one bed.
Yikes.
Why not? So I know we're in a hurry to go and do all of these things in order to save Gorgon's mom's life. So do we want to just get some goats real quick?
I'm good.
I'm terrified of riding
It's
a
goats!
goat.
Let's
Look at
Oh,
this
it's
here, like,
super
we
easy.
just learned how to do horses.
I'm not too thrilled about riding a goat.
I mean, you just need to use your telekinetic connection to the goat, and it'll all work out.
Yep, That's what we
Oh,
need.
I have
Yeah.
one of those.
I should have thought about that before, honestly. It's silly.
You should have.
Yeah. God.
Den,
Yes?
not everyone can just summon a goat.
Well, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Colby?
What?
In the middle of town, converting people to the name of Kobe.
Hey, you want to talk telepathically to a goat?
Yeah.
Not the god for you.
For anyone who's seen it, the Legend of Korra when they're trying to recruit new airbenders.
Yeah. Yep.
You
Yep.
just have to give up all your worldly belongings and become a monk like me.
You get cool tattoos.
I should ask Sylvanas about summoning something, though. I feel as though anything I summon,
That's yeah. I am horrified. No.
I
Never mind.
think
Could maybe ride a giant bat or something.
that would be adorable.
Actually, that would be that would be
I would
kind of
love
dope.
that.
That'd be
That'd be
kind
so
of cool.
cute. What about that giant scorpion?
I like
It
that
comes
better.
with it. It comes with a seat on it. That's like a backrest.
What?
It's you lean back on the stinger. It's like a motorcycle.
Jesus.
Zenny.
Tom gets a home brewing.
It would be lovely if I could summon it. A giant scorpion or a giant spider.
Oh.
It would be so efficient. I would be able to get off the spider and still be standing on the wall.
Oh my god.
Zenny is visibly excited.
You better get a praying, ma'am.
Delete the whole character, Tom.
A random meteor comes out of nowhere and just smites the ground exactly where Zenny is standing and nowhere else, and all things is gone forever.
So you got your backup character ready?
I do, actually.
Oh god.
Ah,
Don't have high hopes for Zenny, do we?
Well, there was a time when she was petrified.
Not like that. Yeah, it was this whole time I was petrified.
Yeah.
She does have that bard, yeah.
Petrified.
Tom,
bard
this
that
whole
you
time we've been
with.
talking about giant spiders and stuff. I've been walking us towards the goat man.
Mhm.
Goat person.
At least someone's
man.
keeping us on track.
Oh god,
my god.
this is just an
Walking
excuse
and
to get
talking.
milk.
No, it isn't. That didn't cross my mind several times yet. Mary, shut up.
So, to make things easier, goats are 50 to rent, each 50 gold. You'll get 25 back on return.
Can we fit 2 people on a goat?
Yeah, how big exactly are these goats?
Otherwise, definitely not. So I'm just gonna pay 150 right now.
Yeah, I'd say like Edelweiss and Gorgon would probably be like the difficult ones to like put someone with them.
Really? Not Throden?
He has his own goat.
Thornton has his own,
Right,
so I wasn't
forgot
factoring
he
him
has
in.
his own goat.
I'm not sharing a goat with Gorgon.
Question.
What the fuck?
Question.
Pardon my
Are the
French. Pardon my
tieflings-
French.
Are the tieflings plus Zini small enough? Because we're a pretty
We gotta go.
small group.
Fair.
We
What's
hit on
the
one.
maximum
Well-
weight that this goat can carry?
Well, I was using the draft tour stats for
That's a.
in terms
That's
of
a goat!
carrying.
Tom, I think you leave it up to the dice to decide that one, man.
What is that? What is the draft horse able to carry up to?
I think it was 400 or 500 or something.
And it can still run?
Maybe yes.
Let's find out how much the ladies weigh.
Yeah, one of the tieflings is sickly as fuck. I'm an elf, and it's just up to Maleka now.
I'm gonna sit on the goat like the handlebars of a bike.
If we're all able to fit on it together, I can drive it.
Drive it.
It's not that much different than a horse. Not
My
to
weight
dis-
is 170.
How much does Missy weigh?
Mary's
Did
getting
I-
a calculator.
Did I ever put that in her thing?
The maximum is
The maximum for a draft horse, quote unquote, goat is 540.
He's a chunky boy. He's 260 pounds.
Where would I find that information?
you could have put it in your description.
The description. Okay, yeah.
Under
I am 110.
You guys are fine.
Yeah, Zenny is 140. We are a total of 420 pounds.
You do have to factor in
lit.
equipment.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but like,
As a sorcerer, I got nothing. I got a magic 8-ball.
if you go to your inventory, it should give you your full weight for everything.
Wait, Harry.
Ugh.
So what? Let's say you were 420. That's plus Missy's. Plus Maleka's. Maleka has less than Missy?
I don't know what I'm holding.
backpack.
Yeah, it might depend on what's in your backpack.
And Zenny's even lighter?
A lot of things by backpack.
No,
So-
I got a lot of things in my
Okay,
bag.
so overall,
How many
my
rocks
total
are you
weight
carrying,
is
dude?
55.
I think.
I do have you guys over 540.
Hey,
But like
question?
just over.
Question: Why does a
Throw
torch?
things away.
Why does a torch weigh 10 pounds?
I think you have 10. The 10 you have are 10 together. So each one is 1 pound.
Oh! I see. Okay, yeah, I didn't see.
Quantities.
For a second, I just read one. Okay,
Torch
no, that
weight.
makes sense.
1 pound.
If it makes it easier, I can carry something for you guys. By myself, I am 424 pounds.
Oh,
with
God.
All of my stuff.
Passing backpacks around is just not. It's.
You
it's
can have
not-
my 10 torches. I don't need torches. That takes 10.
Do we really need torches at all at this point?
I just dump them on the ground.
There's someone still doesn't have dark vision.
No, everybody has dark vision now because Gorgon gave people everything so they could see.
Well, Throden doesn't have dark vision. He has a thing that gives him vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We only have 2.
I'll give Edelweiss 5 torches.
Otherwise, we'll grab one of them.
We have a total of 1 torch now.
Otherwise, we'll grab 5.
Okay.
He'll stuff them in his backpack. He'll find something.
The most likely reason I have so much stuff in my backpack is that everyone offers their own stuff whenever it comes to needing things, and Missy just holds on to the stuff she started with. So.
Wait, okay, I'm sorry. I know we've done a lot of math now. Is it a good idea to put the frontliner, the second frontliner, and the sorcerer on the same horse? If there's combat,
You jump off the horse. I don't.
Zeddy is driving.
Yeah, I jump off the butt.
I would like to
We're
ready.
so much thinking about combat right now. We're
I would like
thinking
to
about
ready
getting there.
jump off the butt action, please. Okay, just wanted to get that out there before I get you blasted.
Hey, wait. So does this giving me 5 torches put them under the 540 needed for all 3 of them to be under on the same thing?
I gave him 5 and then threw out the other 5, so I am down 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I can get rid of more stuff.
I can hand someone a pitten.
I still have my manacles.
Otherwise, is just making room in his backpack.
Okay, so Malika and Zenny actually have a lot more stuff than I thought. Because
It's because of our backpack.
yeah, there's backpack and then there's equipment. I was looking at equipment only. so that puts you guys way over.
Okay, I'll get my own goat. You guys get a goat together.
How much is the goat again?
50.
50 gold.
But you get 25 back if you return it.
Is there a fine if I return it in an otherwise not desired condition?
Yeah, you don't
Probably,
get
yeah.
your deposit back.
What did you do to your goat, man?
We're fighting dragons. We need some kind of bait.
This isn't Jurassic Park, man.
And I like how you're willing to
Not
go
yet.
up yours, but Throdin's key can just resummon.
Yeah, why wouldn't we just use
Yeah, but
Throdins?
Rammer has a name. I don't think Throdin's gonna be able to do
Yeah,
that.
no, you can't kill the
I mean,
pet
he's
that
already
has a
died
name.
once.
Listen,
we'll get there when we get there. All right, let's buy
I
the 2
wouldn't-
goats.
I wouldn't use my spider as bait. So I mean,
We feed him all the goat. We feed the dragon all the goats, and then we give him a heart attack from his clogged arteries.
Christ.
That sounds about right.
So
You want
how many goats
You
you
want a
guys getting?
sextuple goat burger?
How many goats
How many-
are you buying? Renting, whatever you want to call it. Sacrificing.
4?
I'm getting you. One.
It's 4.
Yes.
Because it's one for Edelweiss, one for Gorgon, and then one for the sisters.
I don't want to spend more
And then-
gold.
Oh no, I gave you a whole pirate treasure trove of gold and you're complaining.
Yeah, when are we going more pirate hunting, guys?
It feels like
The
things
coffers
got
are getting empty.
way more expensive all of a sudden. Honestly, couldn't tell you
Yeah.
why. I feel like I'm being punished for doing math.
All of a sudden, the economic change in this RPG has just gotten off the rails.
It's
Yeah, what the
insane.
hell? What's with this inflation, guys?
Too real.
Yeah,
I haven't
Like-
really noticed anything that bad.
the price for goat feed has just gone up to like 5 gold a gallon. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. I'm reading the carry capacity rules because every time I read them, I'm like, this is too much math.
All right, I'm gonna pay with 5 platinum. Just that though.
Okay.
So, like that's like what 5 plat, right?
That's a move.
Okay, I have removed 50 gold for the sisters goat.
Okay.
Zoni and Edelweiss.
How I removed my gold. Why do you have platinum?
What?
Why do you have platinum?
From the pirates.
You went to the bank.
What do you mean?
I did so much math! Oh, my math was in gold!
I have 100 platinum.
Well, now you have 95.
Oh yeah, now I have 95. But yeah, I have.
I hope you did your math right. It's not called math team chat for nothing.
Should I not tell you how much Electrum I have?
What are you doing with Electrum?
Put
That's an
money into
illegal.
Electrum.
I need Electrum. Oh, go get my 3D printed coins. I'll do it.
Money into Electrum is okay.
No, Mary, for your sanity, please don't.
Mary's sanity has left her long ago.
Alright, so everyone's
It
taking off
left
for the
the day
goats.
we turned into math chat.
Yes, I think we're all good to go with the amount of goats that we got. Edelweiss says, now suddenly drinking goat's milk.
Listen, what did we say about your gut health?
Only on Tuesdays. I
It's
mean,
Wednesday.
the equivalent of
It is
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
I'm really glad you got cut off.
I appreciate the attempt.
Okay, so with that, is everyone good to go?
Yep.
I'm gonna help the tieflings get on their goat.
Oh
maybe
god, we
drive
still
the
have to
goat.
drive this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to help you drive your goat.
Can we do that thing? Here, I still have 10 pounds of a 50-foot rope. Let's use it to attach to the goats. You know, like how people do when they attach their horses together, so someone doesn't have to drive. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Is Edelweiss good at driving a goat?
Where? Why not?
Who are you
Edelweiss has been
attaching?
Edelweiss has been on journeys before, so I would assume that he knows how to, like, he knows how to ride a horse, and like, you know how to ride a horse, you know how to ride a goat, you know? It's like a bike.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna suggest you
Sure.
tie them to Edelweiss. Just tie them to the cleric. Tie the sorcerer to the cleric.
Yeah!
That's
Yeah.
the best way to do it.
Whoever is
We're ready, DM!
whoever's piloting a goat that you have rented.
Piloting. They're flying. Gordon just flies off into the sunset on a goat.
Well, they're actually Dodge Rams, but whoever's piloting a goat,
Sponsor.
not a sponsor. Unless they're giving me a car, they're not a sponsor.
Animal handling?
Animal handling, yes.
Oh boy. wanna use
Am
my-
I doing that?
No, if you're renting one.
Oh boy, I get to use my new Triceratops dice.
17.
17.
Do you want any addition? Do you want like proficiency if we've decided previously that we know how to ride?
Goats.
Because I don't remember what we did for the horses check.
I think we just did straight ones. I've never
Yeah.
added a proficiency on.
Okay.
Does Gordon have proficiency with goats?
I think the
Probably not.
proficiency. I think the proficiency would come with animal handling. If you're proficient
Yes.
in animal handling, you would add it.
I got a 4.
This is horse riding is something that should be specified in the rules because if a fighter with the soldier background, are they gonna have animal handling? No. Do they know how to ride a horse? Of course they do. So
Well, not all soldiers, you know. Some of them are just footmen.
yeah, but like if you have training in all weapons, if they covered the sling, the whip, and the spear, like you
And
had
the
to have
nay-nay?
a horse thing. Like
Yeah, but horses aren't weapons.
That
No,
sounds
but,
like
like,
Twitter talk,
even,
Tom.
Even if you're only a footman, you could be riding a draft horse while marching.
That sounds
Anyway,
like
I have a
somebody who's
question.
never played a
I'm
barbarian.
14. This is a
have
conversation
real
that
questions.
I've had.
Okay, number one, Tom, are the sisters rolling for a goat, or are we not piloting because we're being dragged by Edelweiss?
Whoever's in front, roll with advantage. That's what I'll say.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I
And
am
then
rolling.
part two is I have proficiency in animal handling, but I know Maleka wasn't good with the horse. Do I count the proficiency since I've never ridden a goat before?
I think wouldn't it be more along the lines of animals like you, so you're more likely to have them listen to you, whether or not you're good at riding them?
You have
I
a
don't-
feel for the animals, so it probably helps you in a way.
I mean,
The animals.
you had multiple checks on the horse. I think the first one is the one that you did poorly on. So it may have just taken you longer to figure out that particular horse. So you can select your
Yes.
proficiency.
You got this, Maleka! Animals like you for some reason.
And
Yeah,
you
we all
said
know why.
I'm at advantage?
Yes, because you're being guided by Edelweiss's.
Well, I'm not going to do better.
Did you roll a natural 20?
Yeah.
I nailed this goat.
You're
Smooth
no
sailing.
longer leading, like Edelweiss is no longer leading us, we're leading Edelweiss.
My goat's walking backwards.
I rolled the D&D Beyond thing and it landed. I was like, the fuck is it? That's a really weird 8. Why is it a B? And then I was like, oh.
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 Mary, what did you get?
14.
Okay. So you have like the nice pair of Edelweiss's and the Tieflings Rams kind of like leading the charge. Like Rammer can probably barely keep up with him, and he's like probably the smartest animal here. And with that, no one sees Gorgon's Ram.
No.
Gorgon, about like 2 minutes ago, your ram stopped to eat some grass.
That sounds about right.
Come on, or you're gonna be tonight's dinner! And I kick it in its back thigh to get it going.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh boy. That's a 1. I hate these dice. I'm throwing them away. I'm returning them.
The
Gorgon,
dinosaurs?
can you make
The
me
dinosaur one, yeah.
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh shit.
Give me the
Yeah.
dinosaurs
I
one
got
more
plus-
time, man.
Yeah, see you later.
That's a 1.
So you're gonna take 1 point of damage, and you are knocked prone, and the ram starts running off. Luckily, in the direction that the party was going, but now you have to catch up.
Gorgon starts sprinting after it. He's bonus action dashing.
You can't bonus action dash as a wizard.
Yeah, I know that. I forgot I'm not Doctor.
How do you forget about Doctor?
Do we just see the goat and no Gorgon?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody catch the goat for him.
No, he
Or
catches
tries
up to be
stop
with
it
his
his
friends.
mind.
But you don't see
He took his
Gorgon,
life.
except probably Maleka first would see Gorgon running behind.
You mangy beast! I'm gonna turn you into a carpet!
Oh,
That's
Dad.
not very nice.
And good thing you bought that animal fur.
Yeah, right. Aw, can I get a refund?
No. But
Imagine all the things I can make with that much animal fur.
Gordon's able to catch up with the ram, and you're able to continue to the lake. Like I said earlier, there's not really a and this probably takes you about 2 hours ish. So you're probably nearing midday at this point, I'd say. And like I said, there isn't a a stable. There's probably a tree or something that you could probably hitch your goats to. If that's what you'd like to do. But when you arrive at the lake, there's a small beached area, not very long, as most of the rest of the edge of the lake is covered in foliage. There's scattered trees, not many. But yeah, you have a very wide lake before you.
Without seriously looking intently around, can I just parse quickly if there is a a lakeside cave?
Alright,
Anywhere.
Give me a perception check.
Can I also be on the lookout for caves?
Okay.
Alright. I only have one d20 tonight, but hoping it'll roll well. That is 25 total.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
You don't even need me.
So the two of you immediately what you'll notice is off to the left, man, I need the other map open. I can't keep looking at this one.
What you talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
So off to the left-hand side of if you're facing the lake, probably west southwest, there would be a river that kind of comes in to the lake, and there seems to be a large, almost like a pile of small sticks and branches. It's a beaver dam. But you don't see, or at least Zunari, you don't see any kind of caves per se. The area around the lake, because it's a lake, it kind of dips down, and it doesn't really seem like there's a lot of holes per se in the landscape. Edelweiss, what you'll notice is you look around and you don't see anything, but you look towards the lake and you think you see some kind of opening beneath it.
So, we've been thinking about trying to find a really damp place to find this mushroom caveman.
Yes, sir.
Zenny stands on the water, just on the very edge. I have a ring of water walking now. She stands on the water, just looking around.
I'm Scenario. I stand on all surfaces.
Can't fly, but
I can walk everywhere else.
There seems to be something in the lake that we might be able to get into. Otherwise, it's just casually pointing.
This water will be very cold.
Edelweiss, give me a nature check.
Nature check. Okay.
Yeah, nature. It's natural.
Hey, Tom, do
Yeah.
I get advantage because I know this area, kind of?
You're not a ranger.
What do you think? What do you think you are, a ranger? Yeah, step off!
But I grew up in this area.
We'll see what you roll.
Alright.
We'll see what you roll, friend.
Alright,
Want-
alright.
want
You,
us?
you did happen to forget the legend about this place, so
You do not know the Mushroom Man.
With the 12, I really might not.
Hey, listen, if you want a really specific, hard-to-use skill that's mostly useless, you gotta take the levels. That being said, I want to go in this cave because maybe it counts as the Underdark. I want to go in this cave real bad.
Oh, a good enough reason for me.
You know what? You got me. This might be your favorite place ever.
It might be.
The cave goes down 5 more feet, just for good measure.
So, Edelweiss, you would know that, yes, this is cold, or this would be cold if you were to go swimming in it. But at this point in the year, you're not risking the lake at being at freezing temperature. It would just be very cold.
I relay that to the group. There's no way for me to create or destroy water and part the Red Sea for us, is there?
What is that, like? It's like a 5-foot cube?
10 gallons of water in an open container.
I'm gonna guess the lake is a little more than 10 gallons.
A little bit.
It's a thin split.
I didn't
After
realize
Edelweiss,
what you were asking, and I was like, no, it's Moses.
Silly, didn't you ever watch The Prince of Egypt?
It's a classic!
after
What did I
Edelweiss,
say?
No, it was Tom when he asked, after you said, could I part the Red Sea? He was like, what is that?
Oh.
But he was asking about the size.
I see.
I guess it's towards the end of the movie, even though it's not the end of the story. They play the burning bush when he does it, you see the whale.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie.
So this cave, there's water like flowing into it.
it's the cave is completely submerged.
Oh, the
It's
cave
on
is
the like the base of the lake.
Could I?
No, you can't fireball and evaporate the lake.
Are we supposed to...
I wasn't that wasn't far off from what I was gonna suggest. I was gonna ask.
Why am I not surprised?
Could I use ice knife to freeze the entrance through, and then you follow it up with. I would need some more precise than a fireball. So a witch bolt to just blow a small hole in, so that way the water wouldn't flow in, and I could just make a hole for us to crawl through. So that way it would just be damp and not completely submerged.
No.
Okay, never mind
The,
that.
cave's completely under. Like,
Oh, so the cave is like completely filled. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Well, the gang, unless someone wants to go down there and see if there's even a way to breathe in there.
I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay.
I cast. What?
Sorry.
I was gonna say I cast.
something?
Yeah, I was gonna cast prestidigitation to make myself warm, so that way it wouldn't freeze over in the water.
Okay.
And I dive in.
Okay.
But I think Throden was gonna say something before I do that.
Yeah, he was gonna ask if you have some way to, breathe while you're down there.
How far is it down there, you guys?
Oh, it's about many
Um,
feet down.
Wow.
And
well, so you'd have to go out a little bit. I'd say probably like 60 feet out.
I can't have 2 instances of prestidigitation affected on me, right?
Probably not. I don't know. I don't know prestidigitation off the top of my head.
You can have a couple of different instances of it running at the same time. I don't know if they'd have to be.
Oh
like,
yeah, if you
off
cast
them.
a spell multiple times, you can have up to 3 of the non-instantaneous effects active at a time. You can dismiss such an effect as an action. So could I cast prestidigitation again to like basically like have like an air pocket around my mouth to breathe in?
Bubble charm.
Is that a thing? I'm guessing if it's a thing, then I can't
Probably
do that.
not. Also, it is worth noting, if you are submerged, like if you are underwater, you cannot cast spells that have verbal components.
Can I cast it beforehand? Because it lasts an hour.
Beforehand, yeah, but like so you could like warm yourself for an hour, but you couldn't make a bubble.
Can I make a bubble that lasts an hour?
You can't make a bubble.
Oh.
What are the rules for underwater breathing?
I think it's
Um,
1 minute per con modifier.
I
Minimum
think
of 1
it's
minute.
1 plus your con modifier.
1 plus.
1
That-
minute?
that's minutes.
I can hold my breath for longer than 1 minute.
1 plus
Not
your
a-
con mod.
Not according to your constitution.
Yeah, well, you have to consider that you're also moving, like 60 feet underwater in this period.
And it's cold.
Origin has a 0 con modifier.
I do, yeah. I don't have a big con modifier.
Worse.
This is why Troden asked this question.
That's a good point.
Standing above the cave, just looking down at it.
Yeah, Gorgon will... I mean, can Gorgon just, like, go down there for 30 seconds and then come back?
Sure.
Alright, so he'll warm himself and then dive in.
Okay, so you swim out and then down.
Yeah, would we go into initiative for this and to, like, keep
Uh,
time or no?
No, because you'd swim 15 feet per 6 seconds. So
Mm-hmm.
so if you do that for 5 rounds, let's say that's 5 times 15.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 75. So you can go 75 feet. And I'd say it's probably like what?
Beforehand, can I cast Detect Thoughts on Zeneria?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, it's in general. Do you want to be intrusive?
No, I'm not trying to be intrusive. I'm not. To be honest, I'm not trying to read your mind at all. I just need to cast Detect Thoughts on you.
I just need to do it. It's a compulsion.
It's gotta happen. Are you just trying to?
There's a reason why.
communicate with me?
Yeah. So that I can send a message if I get through.
Can you send a message with the tech thoughts?
With the helmet of helm of telepathy. The helm of
You got
telepathy.
Hey boy.
The helmet. Yeah, that thing. The helmet that I bought. And I'm currently wearing that makes me look like an owl.
Oh, I forgot about
Which
that.
is different from the one that makes Edelweiss look like an owl.
Oh, why did you make us matching? Everyone
It's
thinks...
just...
No,
you sound like my brother. My
I
brother does
have
this.
message if you want me to use that after a certain amount of time to check to see if you.
What's the range and message?
Good question.
100 feet?
Is it 180 feet?
Bing bong.
Yeah. 120, 180, something like that.
I'm not sure if the water counts as
It's
a barrier.
120.
120.
Think the water is any of the barriers?
No, but I
No.
think Missy's also at shore. I'd say you'd probably still be within range. At least until he's like in the cave proper. So I'd imagine the cave's like about 20 feet down.
Hey, we're just doing message.
Yeah, give me the mathematical amount of time I should check in with you.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. You got it.
Because either at that point, I'm either in the cave or I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So if you hear, then, you know, then...
It'll
then
be your
it's no-
thoughts.
You
Is it? I thought... Messages thoughts? I thought it was like you whisper it back and they hear it like as if it was like normal.
You know,
the caster whispers. Person who receives can reply in their head.
Oh, okay.
"30 seconds.
All right. Let's go, Tom. Going in. I'm warm.
Okay.
I should make sure that I remembered to prepare Revivify once a day.
What, you think I'm gonna drown down there?
Why in the world would you need that?
So
Fortune.
Unrelated. I'm ready to save lives today, guys.
so like after like in the second round of swimming, you'd be able to get like into the cave proper. Is that what you're doing? You're gonna scout like as far ahead as you can.
Yeah, I'll get a general awareness of my surroundings.
I can just shout back to Missy where he is, because I can just stand directly above. I'm just jogging on top of the water above him. Like, oh, he's in the cave now.
She starts doing backflips on the water.
She absolutely does.
It'd be funny if she like forgets to take off the ring and she wonders, why am I not sinking?
Yeah!
Everybody else has dived down into the cave already.
Think
She
down.
just... She just,
So,
hamstrings on the water. It's rad.
No, stop it!
He's in the cave. There's nothing else for me to tell you.
Jesus.
Backflip.
I when 30 seconds pass and a backflipping Zenaria tells me that he's ready for the message, I send a message like, "You good?"
That's it.
Backflip once if he's drowning, twice if he's not.
She does 3.
She does 4. She does one backflip, be like, she does the second one, you're like, okay. She does the third one, you're like,
So, Gorgon, you enter into the cave, and so like the cave itself, like the cave entrance itself, is kind of like divoted into the ground. So you go down, and then you're going like, you're staying at the same height for a little bit, and then it seems to go up a little bit.
Okay.
75 feet. Give me a perception check with disadvantage. Because you're looking.
I'm not gonna use the
through
dinosaur
water.
dice.
I guess those dice are extinct.
What do I got for perception? +1. Okay, so that's a 17. Wait, no, sorry, disadvantage. Sorry, that's a.
I was gonna say
that's
that was
12.
pretty good.
Yeah, 12.
So you can see it starts to go up like a little bit more ahead of you. Okay, yeah, I had to think. So you can see it goes up a little bit ahead of you, and there almost seems to be like an opening.
There almost seems to be an opening, but I'm not sure.
You're not sure because it's like just at the edge of your vision, and it's really hard to see through water.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm going in.
Okay, so like at this point, Missy's message comes into you. What is your response?
I see something up ahead. Give me another 10 seconds.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't hear that.
No, you didn't. Everyone else did.
Everyone else just heard okay.
He's gonna take 10 more seconds. Is what he said.
1, 2, 3.
So
Zini, does it look like he's coming back?
He just swam in.
Okay, so 10 more seconds means 10 more seconds.
He could have like
In.
signaled me or something, but he didn't. Backflip.
Christ.
oh no, he's dying.
Were you actually moving for this ring of water walking to work?
No.
You're just doing it.
Yeah!
I can. Yeah, she's just like doing backflips. She's like that one friend who did cheerleading, and she's like constantly in gym class. She's like, "Look, I can do a scorpion."
Yeah, we know.
Got her foot behind her head. You're like, "What are you doing?"
Play dodgeball!
I hope he comes back. I want to tell him that this ring is fun.
Okay, so I think he's taking 10 more seconds to go inside. I hope that doesn't. Well, let's just say I hope Zanir can swim.
This is pretty fun.
I will say, in anticipation of having to go after him, Throden has been, taking off armor and stuff.
Okay.
Where are you gonna leave it?
Said he sees
shoulder.
Throden taking off clothes
Yeah.
and gets kind of nervous.
Zenny did not want the beach episode.
Beach episode!
I do want the beach episode, but Zeddy has.
I can't wait for the beach episode.
Take your clothes off.
So Gorgon, you move forward a little bit more. So like within like 10 seconds, you'd move another 30 feet. And at this point, you are sure that within like 35 feet of you is air.
I'm going for it.
Okay. Missy, what do you say to him?
I wait those 10 more seconds, and I say, "You're still alive?"
Yes.
Okay.
The message doesn't have a limit, Gorgeous.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'd say like what you can say in 6 seconds, kind of thing, because it is in action.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I think he's just whatever. I'll ask him again in another 10 seconds.
do I get through to the
Yes, and at that point, you need a big gas over there because you were starting to run out at that point, or you're very
So I
close
wait.
to.
So like the next time Missy messaged me, cheers.
Oh no, he turned into a whale!
Drowning.
Oh, is that the actual language that Gorgon learned? He learned that.
Okay, 10 seconds pass. Did you get somewhere, or are you coming back?
Yeah, we got somewhere. Come on down.
Oh, cool. I relay that to everyone else.
While I'm waiting, do I see anything in the cave?
Okay, so
Is there some creepy old hermit dude?
there's actually
Just sitting there at the
a
entrance.
whole legion of them. No.
Do I find
No.
old Greg in there?
It would not be the first time that
I'm
Gorgon
old
has run into
Greg.
some place he shouldn't be alone.
So what you see when you like pop up for air is just like there's almost like a little mini lake in this like dome-shaped cave area, and there's surprisingly vegetation. A lot of the like sticks and such that you saw outside, like almost like a small like beaver colony has like moved in here.
There's a beaver colony in
Yeah.
there?
So you can see a few heads poke out. I'll look at you curiously.
Maybe I don't have to eat the goat at all. Can I cast Detect Thoughts on them? What are they thinking?
Well, you still have Detect Thoughts for a minute, right?
That was focused on Zeneria, though.
You can shift focus with Detect Thoughts.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to
What
go
are they thinking?
back to her.
Okay.
Because I think you have to see
Trying
her.
to communicate with me.
Um,
There is a way. There is a way to the base version of Detect Thoughts. You don't have to see the target. You
No, I'm
just
trying
detect their own thoughts.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to see what the beavers are thinking.
If you want any Zeneria
munch,
brain
munch,
talk,
munch,
let me know.
Mary, we know it's just backflip. Hell yeah, backflip. Hell yeah.
Okay,
That's what's been going through Gordon's mind the whole time. What the?
Also, you keep getting images of a spider and like Zenny petting a spider and giving it tummy rubs, and you're like, ah!
So, Gorgon, you knowing the spell Detect Thoughts, you would know that it doesn't work on creatures who have an intelligence of 3 or lower or who do not speak a language.
These beavers are dumb.
They're beavers, they don't speak a language. I'm not checking their intelligence. They
Oh,
failed on
they
one
can't-
criteria.
So they are dumb, just in the traditional sense.
If that's what Gorgon thinks, sure.
Yeah. Cast fireball into the beaver colony. I'm not doing that, but it'd be funny. I
Mine
not for the
changes
beavers.
immediately.
Everybody comes and pops up. They just see a giant fire going on, and they just hear the screams of. It doesn't pop up anymore, but it's a bunch of squeaks off in the distance. Do beavers squeak? They squeak, right?
I've never murdered a beaver.
Well, I sure hope you haven't. I just wondered if you ever heard a beaver before.
I
Alright,
don't really talk
up
to
on the
beavers.
shore, Missy has told everyone that Gorgon says it's okay.
Uh,
So it took about 40 seconds. Right? I messaged him after 30 seconds and then he asked for another 10.
Well, it would be 30, then 12, and then I think you did another 12.
Okay.
So, like, almost a full minute.
Almost a minute, yeah.
I don't know how long. What was the modifier again for breathing underwater?
You can hold your breath for a minute plus your Constitution modifier. I think Gorgon has the lowest, so everyone else should be more than fine.
Okay.
Wait,
Constitution modifier
Fortune
is
has a higher
Measure
con than
as
me?
minutes or seconds?
Yeah.
Minutes.
Minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a +1 in con.
So you hold your breath for 2 minutes.
I'm sorry, Malika can hold her breath for 15 minutes.
For 2 minutes.
Little mermaid over here.
3 minutes. Split the difference.
With the ring of water walking, can I choose to be submerged?
Yeah.
Okay, Zetti just drops
Okay.
Terrifying.
into the Zetti stops doing backflip.
He's so
Actually,
cool.
no. Zetti
Oh,
does a backflip.
Into a
and
dive.
dives backwards, into the water.
she needs to be signed up to the circus. She's a proper audience for this because
That'd be cool. It's like she like takes off the ring, she sinks down, and then she puts it back on, and she appears somewhere else in the water.
Yikes.
She's just a dolphin.
now if you turn on the ring of water walking when you're underwater, does it like shoot you up? Because that might be an issue depending on where you are and the pressure of being underwater.
I think the coolest way to do it would be that like you could treat it like you could treat what you want to treat like ground, so you would like put your hand just on water and be pulling yourself up. I think that'd be rad. But
That's
I
kind of
don't
my thought. Like,
Yeah?
like I'm almost
Alright.
thinking, But if you're like completely under, and you have to like swim up in order to get to like a surface, I'm trying to think of like if there'd be like a unique way that interacts, or you just have to swim through it.
You're just
You're fine.
like a
You know
monk
what?
running up a wall, except it's just nothing because
Water.
it's just water.
You know, it'd be really. You know, it'd be really messed up. Is it's dependent on what side of the surface you're on.
You can stand
So, yeah,
upside
yeah.
down.
So it's like you think you're just gonna get shot straight up, but you stop right at the bottom, and you can't go any higher because you're
Oh.
wearing the ring.
Christ.
Here.
All right, time to go swimming.
I join Gorgon.
So everyone except for Edelweiss, I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Roden will be like a
Otherwise
minute
too
behind
good
if
at
he
swimming.
puts his armor back on.
What was it,
Just almost.
Josh?
And it's their turn.
Me? Roden will be like a minute behind the others as he puts his armor back on.
Okay. Are the kobolds also going down?
Oh, the
Hey, the
kobold
kobold-
stayed in the village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Con-
Is it, this
oh,
is a skill, not a saving
if
throw,
you're,
right?
if
Saving throw.
I guess no one's dealing with Roden, so they wouldn't get the bonus from his paladin aura. But,
Oof. But Edelweiss has resistance to cold. So,
yeah.
Ooh, I got a 19.
okay.
I got a 9.
Roll for Roden.
16.
You said 12 for Throden, and Melika was
16.
okay. So I'd say only Zenny in that case. I'd like you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
13.
Okay. It's really cold for you, but you're not spending too much time down there where you're thinking it's like affecting you in any sense. You're able to like get out and kind of, as we just discussed, like prop yourself up above the water so that you're in air once more. And this area is like slightly warmer, but now you are soaking wet.
Cold and soaking wet is not a good feeling.
Awful. Man, all my piercings are gonna feel real cold.
Yes.
How does swimming with the mask on go?
How is
We
it
gotta-
like, how is it like affixed to your face?
With movie magic?
Yes.
That's
the
a good
best kind.
question.
Is it like a strap on the back? It's like
It would have to be. Maybe it's like, I'm gonna say it's like the Attack on Titan glasses strap, that it's like multiple, straps. All the characters that wear glasses in Attack on Titans, if they're using ODM gear, they have additional, they fit more like goggles, or they have additional straps.
Okay, so I'd say like there's a bit of like wiggle, so your face is definitely like wet. Like maybe when you like first pop out of the water, it's like a little crooked, but it's still covering your face.
Jeez. They're only beavers. She takes her mask off real quick and shakes any water out of it and puts it back on.
Okay. But one by one, everyone else is able to go down and then come up.
this is cool down here, guys.
Do you think one of the beavers is efficient in mushrooms?
Let's hope. Do you think one of the beavers is a dragon?
And that's a better question.
Very impressive.
Then we should make friends.
Crobaton goes up
Edel-
to each of the beavers and says something in Draconic and sees if they react.
You can see one's like got like a stick in their hands. And, like the snake just like snaps in two. And just starts gnawing on it.
Why? It doesn't seem too scared about the Dragonborn.
Might be the dragon, this one. Seems a little suspicious.
What are these creatures and why do they eat wood?
Oh,
I have no idea what these are.
They're beavers,
they're beavers.
They're beavers.
They're beavers.
and they don't eat the wood. They just sort of use their teeth to chop it to make dams.
Tom, I'd like to do a nature check on what I know about beavers.
Go ahead.
You better look up some beaver facts real quick. Or made up ones in case I get a really low number. I get to get my abilities
Wouldn't that
back.
be your job?
Well, no, it's Tom's telling me what I know, right?
I guess, yeah. Fair enough.
I got a 9. Don't know a lot about beavers.
So you've identified them as beavers. They make dams. And you're pretty sure that they swim.
Come on. Yeah, I think they're. Oh, sorry, my dog just fell down the stairs. Missy tells that to Mary. I mean, Zeneria. Sorry, my dog just fell down the stairs.
Is Big's okay? I worried for
Big's
Dog.
okay.
Oh, is it because she's in a code?
Yeah.
Oh no. Poor Big.
You know what? I thought her internet messed up for a second. It's got the cones, it's satellite. I think she was trying to say that Missy told Zeneria what she knows about beavers.
Well, I would hope that they swim. Do you think we're gonna be able to get past them?
Crobaton tries to walk past the suspicious beaver.
Are you like walking towards its home? Or are you just...
He's just trying to get on the other side of it from where he is now, I guess.
I like that, sweetheart. Leave it.
Beaver corner.
I'm not sure the exact orientation of the beaver's home in this scenario.
So I described it as like a dome. Like this area is like a dome with like almost like a lake in the center. So like there's like a ridge of like land and earth. Not so much rock, but like what seems to be like very compact dirt. So that's a lot of it's wet. And then there's like perched like along this like little water area is like several like little baby dams.
Is there lighting in here of any sort?
No.
Because if not, Thorn would have probably activated the Grift Lobe's light feature.
Okay. So you do that, and a lot of them like seem very like almost like they like shelter their eyes from it. Like it's just like very bright after being in like pitch black darkness.
Thorn will try and like keep it a little behind and away, shield them a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, little beavers. Excuse me.
Saddleface is just breaking down one of his 1 day worth of rations and just feeding beavers.
Without sounding like I don't know, a masochist, weren't we told that we had to hurt something to get someone's attention?
Oh, well, I mean, that's easy. Hold on. And then Gordy goes to kick a beaver.
First of all, masochist would imply you wanted to hurt yourself, but I guess that's better than whatever Gorgon decided to do.
Whoa. I don't want anybody to go hurting themselves. That's not mentally or physically healthy at all.
What?
Right. Sorry.
Wanting to say it?
Jeez.
Sadist. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Big
Sorry.
Nix is okay. She just
Okay, good.
she doesn't understand her size now that she's wearing a cone, so she fell down the stairs.
Mayor, I made a joke saying that
Yeah.
your internet messed up when she fell.
Yep.
Hey Josh, Tom, remember when Doc tried to give soup to a kid?
Yeah. I remember
sounds
trying to
innocent,
feed the
but-
child.
Yeah,
Gave
exactly.
the child. Does anything happen when this beaver gets attacked?
Are
Does
you
Missy
kicking
stop
the
him?
beaver?
What?
Are you kicking the beaver, or were you joking?
Mary, was I joking?
I mean, Zeddy mentioned injuring something. When Gorgon swings his leg back, Zeddy's kind of like, but
You made it sound very definite, so no one had the time to stop you.
yeah.
Well, if you remember, there was a specific way that you had to, quote unquote, hurt something.
What? Yeah, wasn't it like we just needed like some decaying or dying foliage or whatever?
So mechanically, you had to use necrotic damage on something, some organic material. The recommendation was to use it on a plant or something, because why would you use it on a person or a living organism?
Beaver. So Gorgon kicks this beaver, and Zeddy's like, I was talking about plants.
I cast fireball, but use necrotic damage on it. You see. Okay, this guy's coming now.
You can do
Alright,
that,
but-
though.
Even I think this
I
is too much.
can't.
Yeah, I can do that.
That is terrifying that you just worded it that way.
Well, Alex, if you recall, you have to
I thought-
you have to be at the same level that you casted it. You have to know a spell at the same level that you cast.
Oh, I
Do you-
thought it was like okay. I thought it worked the other way around. Like I couldn't cast like Witch Bolt at first level with fireball damage. But couldn't I do like it the other way? Cause
This
like-
skill is so confusing.
So like if
It
you
is
had
really
if
confusing.
you had lightning bolt and firebolt, 2 third level spells, you could do a
Like-
fire lightning bolt or a lightning fireball.
like,
Additionally,
so just
you could do witch bolt, cast it up to 3rd level, and do a fire type witch bolt.
okay. So I just have to cast the spell. I have to be able to cast the spell at 3rd level essentially to do it.
To do with a
Or-
fireball, yes.
You know what would be far more simpler is Chill Touch, which doesn't require any levels at all.
Well, I was
Where's
thinking.
the fun?
I was thinking like,
thought it did
oh,
full damage.
that's what. Sorry, yeah, that's what I was exactly thinking. Was like, oh, I'll cast fireball with the damage of chill touch. That way, it does necrotic damage. And
Or you could just
And
cast Chill
destroy
Touch.
everything.
And not fire.
psych-
Well, I want.
Alex is looking for any excuse to use fireball.
I just
You
wanted
want-
to make sure that this guy came. Okay, it never said how much.
Well,
Anyway,
now
so
you scared.
I cast chill touch on the moss. So the
Hold on,
plants,
let me
like-
get this straight. You kicked a beaver, and that didn't scare any of them away? So you think you still have time to cast a spell on one of them?
I don't think we've decided
he's
that he's
doing it on
kicked
the
a
moss.
beaver.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Beaver?
pretty definitive.
I think he kicked a beaver.
I would love
Animal.
to be-
I need an
Beaver
answer.
of-
Alex, did Gorgon kick a beaver?
I'm gonna roll a d2.
Oh
the
my
two kicked
god.
Gotta make sure.
What are you, otherwise at dinner?
Gorgon rolled a 1, so he's gonna remember that, like, oh yeah, that's right, I need to use necrotic damage on a plant or whatever, and then he.
For a second,
uses-
I forgot it was a D2, and I was like, no, you don't. It's like, on a 1, you don't get to decide anything.
But yeah, I go ahead and cast Gel Touch on the moss or whatever. So
Okay.
yeah, just the ghostly hand goes ahead and just strangles the moss at Gordon's feet.
So
Just rips it out of the ground.
are you aiming for like a particular set of vegetation? Like, are you like aiming for one on the wall?
Like some moss,
One
like
that's just
some moss on the
concrete
center
level?
of the, in like the center of the cave.
Well, the center is the water.
Okay, the coast of the center of the cave. That
Okay.
thing, like along the edge, I guess.
So.
Oh no.
So you apply necrotic damage to this moss, and it like starts to like shrivel up. It's low to the ground, and it's kind of like lying there limp. And what you see is a small mushroom starts to bud, like quite rapidly, considering like mushrooms grow fast, but not fast that you can watch it. So it starts to grow. And how close are you to this?
I kind of did it at my feet.
Okay. So
But
I'd like you to make
I'm using
a.
that timing today.
I'd like you to just make a dexterity saving throw.
all right,
Is
let's
he
see.
within 10 feet of me?
Good question.
It's a 5. These dice suck.
Probably doesn't matter.
Using the diamond.
So you watch as everyone can watch as this, like once he gets to like I'm trying to think of like an equable size, like the size of like a small tree. It all of a sudden just like shoots up, kind of like the cap kind of like covers over the ceiling. The stem for this mushroom is like 10 feet thick, and it kind of almost like pushes Gorgon off. Roll me a D100.
D100.
They're myconids. I think that's how that's pronounced.
5. These
A
dice
D100?
suck. A D100. Do you want?
I mean,
me to take
a
picture?
cleric would say that's very good.
Only if they're level 10 though. Otherwise, they have no idea what that means.
So, yeah, it shoves you. Let's see.
95 feet.
You're gonna take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked into the water.
Okay.
Is it doing anything afterwards?
After it does, who's close to it? I mean, Gorgon was.
I don't think I'd be close to Gorgon.
That's fine.
I was feeding beavers, so if Gorgon was close to beavers, I'd be relatively close to it.
He did think about kicking one, so maybe you'd be close, yeah. So let's say like Edelweiss notices first. There's almost like this slit that opens up in the center of this mushroom stem.
It's at this point that Edelweiss turns to the group and goes, "What did we need to do with this person again?"
Gotta check my notes.
Give him something.
Yeah, wasn't Edelweiss supposed to give him some special herbs?
Was
Oh,
he
we're-
supposed?
Aren't we supposed to
Yes.
get special herbs from him?
We need spores.
Spore sounds correct.
Spores sounds likely from a mushroom man.
Spores? ? Underground healer wants corrupted plant material. He's eccentric.
Yeah, need spores from healer. Underground, need corrupted plant life. Assorted
we've just-
plants and we need assorted plants and herbs, which I think we got. So we're here to get the spores, and then we need to get the dragon bones.
Yes. Okay. Hello, mushroom man.
Where are you saying
in
this?
there? To the slit.
Are you like looking inside?
Nope, I'm just talking to the slit.
I'm trying to violate this
Okay.
mushroom
I
space.
ain't getting close to this mushroom. I'm just talking at it.
You do not get.
When do I reemerge?
Like 6 seconds later.
Is it not doing anything?
I don't have a
as I'm
watch.
talking to it?
It is not doing anything.
I'm gonna turn to the group and I'm just going to say, hey everyone, I just want you to know I really appreciate you as human beings. I mean, not human beings, but like as creatures, both of this plane and of different planes. I think that you're all really great people. We can do this together, whatever this is. And he's gonna keep talking like that very nervously for a minute and cast motivational speech on everyone.
Do I get that because I'm in the water, or?
I get
I mean,
to
it
choose
takes
up
a
to
minute,
5 creatures. It takes a minute. I choose up to 5 creatures within 60 feet of me. So I'm gonna choose everybody that is not me. You guys each gain 5 temporary hit points. You have advantage on wisdom saving throws. And for the next hour, you have a special ability where if you get hit by an attack, you have advantage on your next attack. You can only benefit from that once. As long as you have your temporary hit points.
This motivational speech is only vaguely motivational. Are we going to die?
I don't expect it, but you can't not expect it, you know?
Does the mushroom do anything while this is happening? Is this able to happen successfully?
I say so.
I was gonna pop up out of the water finally and basically start yelling at the mushroom, and he says, "Hey, you old coot, what's the big idea?" And he just starts smacking basically kind of like knocking on the mushroom, basically getting him to come out.
Okay.
Edelweiss is talking. That's so incredibly rude, Gorgon.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Even in times of great stress, like when Gorgon does something that's scary to everyone else, you guys all keep your cool. You're so great people.
All of a sudden, Gorgon is no longer on the list.
Just out of curiosity, how are the beavers reacting to all that has just occurred?
They are hiding.
Yeah, didn't they disappear after Gorgon tried to attack them?
Not about
Oh,
trying
we-
to attack
right.
one.
Right, we established he
in
didn't.
the air. Yeah.
So even with Gorgon hitting the thing, it doesn't do anything?
Nope.
Are there spores in the air?
Maybe a few, but not really.
Do we have to touch?
Alright,
Do we
can
have
I
to put
can I
something in?
roll history of nature to see if I know anything about mushrooms?
Sure.
Okay. You mean Mushroom Man? 16.
What do I know about mushrooms?
They're used by a lot of fun guys.
Oh dear.
Gorgon, you're not invited.
You're not invited for
no.
my mental check.
I'm not invited to the shroom party. Damn.
The shroom party.
It's okay. They'll thank themselves later.
Trying to imagine what would happen if Gordon never did shrooms.
Whatever I
Kill
want.
something, probably.
Probably sit in a corner with his arms crossed, really pissed off at what he's seeing.
Beer.
So yeah, mushrooms tend to grow in like damp places. Some of them give off potent spores. Some can be poisonous. It's generally a good idea to not inhale mushroom spores.
Does this one look of the poisonous sort?
No.
Okay. I tell everyone that probably isn't bad for us.
How big is this like slit in the mushroom? Like, are we talking feet or inches?
Feet, definitely. Like, the slit is probably like that of a doorway. Like going down. It's not open very much. Like maybe a few inches wide. But length, it's like going down. It's like almost the head of like a doorway.
So there's just like a hole in it that just goes down?
Yeah. Well, like in the center of it, but yeah.
Okay, if that's the case... So Gordon's gonna go ahead and cast Featherfall on everyone except Zeneria, and then jump down.
It's not a jump down. It's like
a stairway going down?
No, it's
You just like
Trying to
walk
think.
into it.
yeah. You like, walk into.
You also.
You'd have to like push it
You
open a little
can't-
bit, but you can walk through it.
I feel like we're violating this fungus. You also can't cast Featherfall while you're standing on the ground.
Correct.
I do a hop and instantly cast it. Anyway, Gordon will then, if that's the case, Gordon's just gonna go ahead and like open up and go straight in.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I should probably stop making speeches like that. He really went for it.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Thank you.
It's not the poisonous type, so.
Okay. Be a leader. Be a leader. Be a leader. And otherwise, is gonna walk into the mushroom.
It should
Be
try.
aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Someone will go in after.
Can they hear us from the other side?
Hello from the other side.
I'm shouting through the mushroom.
So
No,
they're
they
just talking
cannot hear you.
normally.
Sunny looks at the tiefling and goes, I guess I'm going to follow them.
Right. Yeah.
Such enthusiasm.
She does a
Pirouette.
not a cartwheel, would it be a layover?
Is the purpose.
You put your hands down and then your feet just go over. It's not a cartwheel though, it's facing forward, you're not turned.
Two-wheeler.
A delayed flight.
Front
Just-
handspring?
No, because I think a front handspring is
Is a launch.
it's jump. Yeah, you put your hands down, then push off. She always has an appendage on the ground. Regardless,
Get it. Okay.
she does that.
One
We're
of
not-
these days, she's gonna backflip right on her neck, and it's
You're gonna sprain her wrist sometime.
yeah. How does she know there's a surface on the other side?
Didn't we establish that there's a surface on the other side?
No, we can't.
Well, my feet are gonna find out.
Hard-wheeling in the abyss.
I mean, if you're gonna jump into the abyss, might as well do a backflip.
Do a flip.
A layover, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Exactly, it's a late flight.
A delayed flight.
I'd say that to some degree you can
Okay,
see through it, but for sure you can't hear through it.
We're not hitting each other, are we, as we walk through?
Definitely we are.
Missed delayed flight over here might have.
I'd say that you can
Like-
make room for each other. There's room on the other side.
Okay. Alright, and now it's just the tieflings who was going in first.
Someone takes a step to the side. They're like, "Whoa, ballet slippers!"
You want to go first, or should I?
I have an inkling we should just go back to the goats.
I might also have that inkling.
You guys are gonna fight the dragon.
Yeah, you come back, there's a
There's a
dragon
dragon.
standing right
We're
there.
just gonna go home.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's like, I thought you guys were all gonna come out at the same time.
It's waiting for us. Missy sighs and holds on to her sister's sleeve. It's like,
Her
I'll
sister's
follow
what?
you. Sleeve.
Oh, sleeve.
Yeah, don't worry, I heard it too.
Okay, I'm like, wait a second. There's something we didn't ever discussed here.
Rogues first.
I heard sleeve and I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Oh, rogues first, I guess.
She does it
Whatever, I
best.
will. Yeah.
Taking me with her through the air.
That's all
No,
how
I will
all
just
backflips are done.
literally step through.
So, as you all are walking through this mushroom, you come out on the other side, where you come out of a similar looking mushroom, similar slit down. Looking back, you can kind of see where you just were. In front of you, however, it's like a very short hallway that goes into like a much more open cave area, and it's very crowded. It's very damp. It's very musty in here. Like it's almost like hard to breathe. Like it's almost like you're going through the perfuming department, except it's a culmination of smells that smell bad.
Ah, so the perfume department.
Well, no, like individually,
Sounds like-
like some of them smell good. These all smell bad.
Oh, this
Smells
kind
like
of
the
reminds me
freshman
of
dorm at
home.
Salona.
You can see a few other mushroom stalks. You see a few crates off to your left. Like maybe it looks like someone lives here. As you step in, there's a not a stairway, but like more like a ramp off to your left and a ramp off to your right, but it's a little bit more forward. There's a small pool of water, and down the ramp off to your left, a like shriveled up humanoid, very hunched over. It's kind of dark clothing, kind of tethered, not very clean. Looks over at all of you. Well, you're an interesting bunch.
Yoda?
Oh my god.
Is it dark in here?
It is dark.
Well, Froden would have his
I'd say it's
globe.
no. I'd say it's lit, but not well lit. So
Lit in here, yeah.
I just want to stand far away from Theroden. I just want to come into this man's home, this person's home, and be really spooky.
I mean,
I like how Zen
He's kinda
doesn't
spooky.
want to be spooky, but Mary so totally does.
I can
Zenny
show
doesn't
you what this
know
looks like.
that she's spooky. It's normal to her.
That's an awesome
Oh.
token, Tom.
Me in private school, am I right?
What?
There's a map.
Shelter.
The shelter and wine. me all throughout private school.
Here we go. Just trying to get that on stream.
Mhm.
My, you're an interesting bunch. Have you come to kill me?
What?
What?
That's a bit
no.
dramatic.
Did you want us to?
Yeah, I mean, like, if
Then,
is it?
What?
No. He's got a point.
Origin.
I mean,
that we should be here to do that.
No. I just assume someday someone will come.
Oh, I assume that too.
well,
we
we've
could be
come.
friends.
We've come, just not for you. We just need some spores, and we'll be on our way.
That is impressively pessimistic.
How strange that. Orc, Goliath, Dragonborn. Stops at Sneria. Tave things, and you don't belong here.
There's as Aneria says tieflings.
This is a. You said they're like they're a human, like.
Give me a perception check. Because
Can I get on?
it's not straightforward. Yeah, anyone who wants to can make a perception check.
Okay. Is that a disadvantage for us non-dark vision people?
No. I said it's kind of lit, but not super well. But if you have the drift glow, then certainly.
I do also have the goggles now, so I have dark vision.
I got a 14.
Yeah, it's a 9 for Throden.
Okay.
18 for Eddie.
No one else is rolling.
I rolled
What are we rolling?
Perception.
15.
Sure.
15.
And the cycle continues. 5.
16.
Ooh, get rid of
Okay.
them, man.
So I'd say
They are not balanced.
They're weighted.
It's the dinosaurs.
It's the dinosaurs. They went extinct for a reason. They were all terrible at D&D.
Put them on your shelf.
So
They'll
If it
look
means
pretty.
anything, Alex, I haven't rolled above a 6 tonight either, so you know.
So I'd say Missy, Malika, and Edelweiss, you can get a pretty clear look at them. The others, you can kind of make some elfish features out, but you're not quite sure. But the people who I said first, you'd probably recognize them as probably being drow, but something seems off about it.
Have we entered the space? Are we all just standing here like weirdos?
At this point, you've all entered, at least enough to like give you enough room for each other. If you guys want to move forward at any point, you're welcome to. Like I said, he's kind of just like come down to like the side of this ramp, and he's speaking to you from there.
We'll staying in the back.
How bright is the light that Throden has?
I think it's 2020. I will double check.
So much.
Here it is. Yeah, it's a light cantrip, so 2020.
There's no darkness in this room. I'm sorry, Justin. I just did that to you twice.
No, it's okay. You did not do it to Justin.
Sorry. There's no darkness in this room.
Maybe the ceiling, as I know that's an option for you, but
It sure is.
we'll say no. We'll say no.
But if there's anyone who's gonna appreciate that, it'd definitely be this guy.
Yeah, someone just standing being dark on the ceiling? For sure.
He does know that you're not from here.
Hey, this probably will lead nowhere. There's nothing weird on the ceiling, right?
No.
Cool. I want to make sure he's not gonna drop spiders on us.
You would love that.
She would love that. Mary would not.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
If Zenny, because of course Zenny would love spiders. If she looked up and saw a giant spider, she'd be like, she'd be up on the ceiling so fast. Guys, look! It's so cute!
Mary, into spooky shit. Hates spiders. Zini, the exact opposite.
Not spooky, love spiders.
They're not here to kill you. Like we said, we're here just in order to retrieve spores from you. Are you the creature that the person, the myth that takes children?
I am the sheltered one. I do not take.
That's not an. Sorry, continue.
I do not take.
If someone would answer when you ask them, do you take children? I don't know.
Can I, at that question, scan the room for any good places to hide children?
Go ahead.
This guy went to Bugolum University. Calling it now.
Do you want perception or investigation?
Perception. As you're just taking a glance around the room. You're at
21.
21. I mean, there's a few crates. Maybe they could hide kids. But everything else seems mostly laid out.
Just to be sure.
But otherwise we'll walk forward just a little bit into the space. We are on a mission to gather materials to perform some sort of healing ritual. And it was said that spores from your house, domain, whatever it is you do, would be required for this ritual.
You watch as he like coughs and like just like out from like almost like blowing off dust, like the spores just like emanate from him.
Yeah.
Hated this level in The Last of Us.
Yes, that's yeah, those are I'm gonna just I don't know how to collect spores.
Take it back.
Do I have things in my herbalism kit to collect spore samples from the air?
Now, are we sure he didn't just cough and spores came out of him? Are we sure this is what we need?
Like, Malcolm was just on his coat, like...
You just start taking things off of him, and he's like, what?
Would you cough in this bag, please? Thank you.
I need spores from you. Will you give?
Please.
Sorry, I'm reading something.
Yeah, no worries, buddy.
Is that spores?
It's about this circle of spores druid, man.
Yeah. I thought it was obvious.
Yeah.
I just always forget that it's a type of druid because it's like the Magic the Gathering set or something.
It's Tasha's.
Spores
No.
druids are pretty cool. I like
Oh,
It
those.
was, it was printed in Tasha's.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I think it
printed
was
in
somewhere
Tasha's.
before that, but it's in Tasha's now, yeah.
It was a Ravnica, I believe. I might be wrong about that. I have the book, actually.
Swarm druid? Or bug druid?
Yeah, there's a druid of swarm, but I don't know if it's actually printed somewhere, or if it's a type of what is it called, the UA?
Circle of Spores, yeah. It's a Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. It was the Magic the Gathering crossover into the multiverse one.
It was printed in Tasha's too.
Yes, yes,
What
yes.
about Tasha's one?
Bad. That jokes.
Tasha's as well. What was the last thing Edelweiss said?
If he was sent on a quest, if he needed spores, and then he coughed and he went, like those, I think. That's where he ended.
Whoever sent you. It's wise. My spores do have both healing and fatal properties.
We're looking for the first one.
Actually, wait.
Stop.
How?
Stop.
Wait. How fatal are we talking?
This is actually important.
You lot seem like it wouldn't affect you as much. But the common person, potentially fatal.
Are you
Okay, never mind.
Are you particularly versed in other herbs that are not of the fungal variety?
Some. But, my calling, my purpose, has to do with these, and kind of just like spores just like fly out of, like, almost like his wrist, like he's a magician doing a trick.
This was really cool, actually. I'm gonna pull out a couple of the herbs that we were sent to get at Bullhorn and Stake. Do any of these look familiar of healing or damaging varieties?
He kind of looks them over. He kind of reaches out his hands, and you see these like very long fingers. Do you let him like have the box?
Yeah.
You see, like, they like wrap around this thing, and this thing's made by Goliaths. So
You salad fingers, I knew it.
I literally just typed that into my notes.
I thought about it earlier when we first met him, but I forgot to say it out loud.
So he's kind of like looking at some of them intently. Healing, yes. Interesting variety.
Oh, so?
This person seems to know what they're doing. I don't know what you're trying to cure, but nothing I've seen I'm sure my spores would help.
Okay. Well, yeah. Can we have some?
Sure. He'll go up and he'll go up to like this table here and he'll grab a jar and he'll kind of just like swirl it around a few times and then like quickly caps it. Comes back down. What do you have to trade?
What do we have to trade, guys?
I don't suppose you could use some gold.
No. I live here alone.
But
Don't
would
leave.
What would be something worthy of trade?
Something that could further my research, entertain me.
Wish I had that eye stock right now.
I have this rock.
Oh! Actually,
Zeddy holds up a tiger eye that I've had for a while.
I have a rock.
She walks up and stands by Edelweiss like a normal person.
Does
so
it
you're looking for
do
something.
anything?
I don't know.
If you let him take it, he'll inspect it.
Give him the tiger eye. This is a legendary item! Bye!
Roll the natural 19.
Well,
He would know!
Seems to be just a stone. Precious stone. Nothing particularly worth my while, and I'll like go to like drop it in your hand.
Back from his creepy fingers.
you.
What about something more organic?
Like,
Well, I happen to have the ash of a fiend. I'm sure you can make some kind of alchemical concoction out of it.
the ash of a fiend. Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Not gonna use the dinosaur. Conquer, save me. Natural 20.
Oh,
For a total
Conquer,
of
save the day! Total persuasion is gonna be 23.
23. Okay. He like takes it. Would you say you have it in?
It's in like a small sack. So.
Got a jar of dirt, sack of dirt.
I've got a jar of dirt! Yeah.
He may I? But like he looks like he's about to open it,
Yeah, go ahead.
and you can see like one of his nails. He like kind of like sifts through it. I'll have to look into this. And he like ties it back up, and he like shovels it like underneath his cloak, and he hands you the jar.
Would it help if it was sweetened with maybe a pound of acid?
you got.
We
the
just
item.
got what we want.
Oh, I thought he said he had to think about this.
No, he wanted to research the item.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, so we're good then?
Seems like it.
Alright, let's go.
Anyway, you said acid.
Hold up a second, acid. Let's talk about that good stuff.
You have no need for anything else?
Do you have anything else?
I am a healer, concoctor of medicines.
You said you didn't recognize what this mixture of medicines could be used for. Is that true?
They seem to have healing properties, yes.
But together,
the exact
never
reaction, I'm not sure.
What about poison?
What about it?
Got anything big enough to kill something big? Or sorry, something potent enough to kill something big?
I'll have to look. Nothing immediately fatal to something of a certain size, but something more potent than my spores, yes.
Anything to kill something dragon-sized?
No, probably
Or
not.
at the very... okay, never mind then. No, I don't need anything. Ready to go, guys?
Yeah.
He'll look towards Zeneria one more time. You seem far from home. Is that correct?
Oh, really? Guess you could say I'm quite a distance.
I don't often meet those who come from the Shadowfell.
I get that a lot.
I would imagine you are not home.
Wouldn't happen to know anything about traveling between here and the Shadowfell, would you?
On the right day, perhaps I could. I have not been in some time.
You've been there.
What makes it the right day?
Once upon a time, I was like you. Not from where you are, but I was from beneath the elvish paradise.
Would Zenny know of the Feywild?
To some extent. I think you've done some research into like planar stuff, so I think you would have come across it.
Do you mean the Feywild?
Not originally, but I have spent time there. I mean what's it called? Fedori? Whatever they call it these days. I was once a drow, if that helps. The drow had a connection to the Shadowfell at some time. Not so much anymore.
Are you familiar with my people?
Some, yes.
You almost make it sound as if Drow and Shadowkai were connected.
At one time, all elves were.
You wouldn't have any other specifics on getting to the Shadowfell, would you?
No. I have to check something. No, I cannot. But I know those who could. In ways they would.
Do you know anyone who can now?
Possibly. Not certainly.
This information you'd be willing to share?
I suppose. I don't know how helpful it'll be. There was once a portal to the Shadowfell in the Underdark below Fedori. Some time ago it closed. I always wondered why.
Do you know of any other portals?
None man-made?
You happen to have any contact information, phone numbers?
Do I look like the person who's been out and about speaking with the people above ground?
I was really afraid you were going to be like, do I look like the person to have a house phone?
Cell phone only.
Well, you mentioned that you once knew people, so who were they? Maybe we can find them.
They are probably past.
And if I know anything about elves, they tend to have lineages and legacies. Not to be rude or anything, but this is something that's worth it to our friend here. We need to know that information.
I know none alive. The location might be of interest.
Do you know... about non-man-made portals? Like, why would they happen?
If a powerful being needed one, they could conjure one. If the stars aligned, perhaps a smaller one would open for itself, close back up, and It would be quite the poor soul to have fallen through and not been able to get back.
Can I quickly insight check and just sort of make sure everything's on the up and up?
Sure. You may.
19 total.
He's a little cryptic, but he genuinely seems unsure. And based on your interactions with him thus far, if he were more certain about this, he would be charging you.
So, that location.
Yes.
He said below Fedore, right?
Yes, he did. You need the spelling.
I'll get it from the map later, if I can read it under all the scribbles.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Well, there is one area that is completely off limits. It should be fine.
There it is.
We'll see it when we get back to the map. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
I believe that's right.
I got 2 letters correct.
I almost had it.
I definitely got the F correct. That's
Yeah.
I went like hey.
FDR.
Yeah. They were there. Make it sound a bit like falling through means there would be no way to get back.
For some, that might be the case. For others, they may be lucky to get back. Without the means of someone else assisting them, of course.
Zenny doesn't say anything else.
Edelweiss is going to like put his arms on like either side of. Or Edelweiss is gonna put both his arms around either side of Zenny and just sort of pull her back a little and just go. I don't suppose there's anything else that we need from you. So, thank you for your time. There's a village like that's over an area close by to where we came in from.
I have no idea where you came from.
Fair enough. Never mind. And he's gonna turn around and just start like pulling Zenny with him to like, I guess it's time to go, everyone.
She walks with him.
Safe travels, and good luck. And he'll turn.
Goodbye, sheltered one.
As he goes back to doing whatever he was doing, and as you all leave, who here knows Elvish?
I do.
Elf?
No, you would
I
have
think it's
just
just
know
us.
2 of you? someone else?
I
do?
think Missy does as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me double check. I do.
Oh, I see it on Missy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Draconic, Elvish, and Infernal.
Well, you know Infernal.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Great.
It's no Sylvan.
Guys, I know how to drive boats.
Why?
Wow, and we went to a lake,
Isn't it-
and
isn't
you
it
didn't
your
drive a
goal,
boat.
like,
With
skill?
I know how
Yeah.
to drive boats and carve.
Pumpkins.
Sorry, I just wanted to get that up. Pumpkins! Oh my god! So you can make such good pumpkins. Sorry. We hear some Elvish.
So in Elvish, he starts to sing. She came from heights and shadow fell, snuffed out the darkest days she held. And faced with fate and test by test, a queen just watched as she wore her crest. I'm gonna put that in chat for you.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
That was the kind of interaction where I think if we gave him all of our names, he would have taken them.
Yep.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts on him as I leave, like kind of like stealthily?
What are components for Detect Thoughts?
I was just gonna use my helm to do it. I didn't realize there were components for it. Verbal and what's the M mean? Material.
Well, you don't need a material because it's the helmet. So, give me a stealth check then.
Okay. That's gonna be a... What is my stealth? Oh yeah, I get advantage because of the boots. Okay, well that didn't help at all. That's gonna be an 18 total.
It didn't help, but you need help. Oh, maybe you did need help. So he seems to turn his head as Gordon says something, but he just keeps walking and keeps moving. So you have Detect Thoughts on him?
Mm-hmm.
So surface thoughts. You can see that this song was triggered by a memory of being reminded of the Shadowfell, so you can probably guess that's where this song comes from.
Mm-hmm.
For context as to the lyrics, I'd say you wouldn't get any of that.
Okay.
Maybe like on your way out, once you exit through the mushroom again, it'll break. But like I'd say before that, you'd be able to just detect that he seems to be working on making a variety of potions. So he's going back to thinking about some of the steps that he had just done and the steps that he has to take and
I
attempt.
can snag some of the recipes from his mind.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Would Zenny recognize that song at all?
Make a history check.
$11.
No, probably not. I mean, you can look at the word set, you can kind of guess its origin, what it might be saying, but you have no previous knowledge of this song.
Does Edelweiss hang on to Zenny the whole time that we're walking to the mushroom? Are you just kind of ushering her?
He does. It started as a guiding her thing, but evolved slowly into like a you just heard a lot of things about how you might not return home for a bit. So let's just make sure you're okay.
She definitely very willingly walks with him at first, but when he starts singing, he kind of gets the idea that it's a good thing he's shooing her along. She kind of keeps glancing.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume that you all will kind of go back the way you came. Is there anything anyone else wants to do? Any direction that the party wants to take?
Edelweiss is going to just say, after we're all out of there, just to Zini. It will take time. But hopefully with a little bit of faith, we'll get you back.
She doesn't say anything, but she does like push her hand under her mask and sniffle a little.
When we leave the mushroom, Missy's gonna do that thing that you do, you know, like after all your friends have like a really weird experience and you finally get to safe distance, you're like, whoa, what the hell was that? Anyone else feel weird?
No, well, that was just the mushroom man. He seemed nice.
What is wrong with you?
Do you want a list?
Yep,
Well,
that's my response when
answer
people
I was
ask me that question too.
I mean, doesn't
confirmed.
really matter. We got what we came for.
He's right, you know.
And all I did was basically give him some dirt.
Ugh. And let me know if this is prodding a wound or anything, Zini, but did you recognize that song?
No, I don't think so.
Not a children's tale or anything?
Not that I can remember. I mean, it was something that I was told when I was 20. It's difficult for me to remember it now.
Fair.
But thank you, Missy.
What for?
I don't know, just being firm with him.
Yeah, it's important to you. I'm sure you'd do the same for me. It's just, glad he didn't steal our souls or anything like that.
I was considering offering him some of my hair or something, and I
think he would have taken that.
Yes, I think so too, and I think I'm quite glad that I didn't.
That would have been weird.
He just seemed so interested in the fact that I wasn't from here, but now it feels like I was too interested.
Well, at least we got a shot. We got something.
Anyway, now we just gotta figure out where a dragon is.
Oh yeah, there's still that.
Oh, you mean that one over there?
Wait, in the cave?
You walk out and it's Godzilla.
You know, leave us with a cliffhanger at midnight.
Just trying to help the story along just a little bit. Okay, yeah, so I guess if we get out of there, and, you know, make our way up to mountaintops.
Making a way.
Downtown.
Yeah, onward and upward. I guess we have to swim out
Ah!
and go be damp.
Gorgon gets toasty again.
Virgin.
So
Gargin.
this time, Gorgon does not make anyone else toasty.
Did I make someone else toasty before?
No, but you could.
No, but you typically do.
You could.
There it is. Does Fireball have enough heat to evaporate water quickly?
I think we discussed this even before I thought of it. Tom pointed
Well,
out, said no, I can't
On
do
the
that.
level of a lake, no.
I mean, obviously not destroy an entire lake, but like...
We would have to base it so we'd fireball the cave entrance to evaporate all of the water. It would just be steamy. We'd have to sprint as hard as we can down the hall
No.
before the cave immediately fills up with water again.
Why does it need to be the actual water? It's just the water on our clothes.
Wait, you guys want me to fireball you to make you all dry again?
Just like fireball at a distance, we'll just stand nearby. It's like being at a bonfire.
Why
Could
are
I
you
just make-
fireballing anything?
Yeah,
we don't need
I mean,
fireball.
guys,
I'm just trying to explain the ludicrous
know-
thing that we don't need.
I know I like to use fireball a lot, but couldn't I just prestidigitation everyone to make them dry?
You could,
That
yeah.
too, that's available.
It's a wow! What
Yeah.
a wonderful idea, Gorgon.
also-
You're so smart.
I know, I have a degree, you know. And he pulls out his doctorate, which is mildly damp, and then he kind of like shakes it off and casts prestidigitation, and now it's pristine again. It's like, yeah, I have a degree, you know. And then he puts it back in his back pocket.
You've been holding that for the entire 2 weeks of your life?
Well, yeah, when you go for like job interviews and everything, it's kind of useful to have on hand.
Job interviews.
You bring your university degree with you to job interviews?
I mean, you have to present your credentials, yeah. Have you ever gotten a job before?
I was destined by the gods. No.
Well, the gods don't give you a certificate now, do they? So how do you prove that?
He
They
smites them.
brand me from birth.
Well, that seems barbaric.
Oh Christ!
Exactly!
Who's that guy?
Okay. I don't know. Missy doesn't believe in anyone, so.
So-
Wait, what?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't worship anyone. It's kind
Okay, I
of
was about to say.
yeah, it's kind of hard not to believe anyone in D&D.
Does she believe in herself?
So,
Most important.
Misfortune.
You know
Just
what? I
to,
don't
The
know.
D&D equivalent of like any science denial group.
Yeah.
so just to bring it back for a sec. So, Gorgon, you're making yourself warm before swimming.
Yes.
You're not making anyone else warm.
I thought I can't do that unless it's in like an instantaneous effect.
Just his doctorate.
Well, you can have 3 effects active at a time.
Yeah, but I thought only that's like an instantaneous effect, not like a long-lasting effect. Sorry, I don't mean to be a rules lawyer here, but like.
Well, prestidigitations last for an hour.
Okay,
The effect is
who's this-
instantaneous.
Who's like the skinniest out of everybody? I can do it to like 2 other people.
Misfortune?
There's Misfortune, okay. Would it be Zaneria or Riley or Malika?
Judging from our goat weights, it would be Zenny.
Okay, so yeah, I make both Misfortune and Zaneria feel all warm
How?
and fuzzy inside.
How
Mm,
tall is
toasty.
Malika?
Not very.
What'd you say?
Sorry, I said not very.
I don't know how tall. I feel like I'm the tallest.
5'8".
Zenny is roll twiggy.
Yeah,
tall
so-
is Zenny?
In comparison, Zenny is 5'11", but she's only 140 pounds. And like, yeah, she's an elf, but like, oh man.
She needs to put on some weight.
Coming from Missy, that's serious.
Okay, so I'm gonna need.
Coming from Meredith, who's been told all her life, yeah, you're too skinny for your height. You're not follower.
But now you're seeing Zenny like soaking wet. And you're like, oh my god, she's one of those people that just looks like a wet dog.
She goes into immediate shock as soon as she goes into like cold water.
That's why she was like shivering when she got out.
I just wanna get us into where we can end. I want.
I'm sorry.
I want Maleka and Throden to give me Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy. Oh, is Maleka near me?
If we're all heading back at the same time, sure.
Alright,
Dragon
you get a
Ball
+4.
Cold
So, enjoy that.
+4?
Yeah. 10 for Throden.
12.
With the +4 and whatever you
Yes.
normally have. Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
I need you both to roll me another Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Do I get the
19.
+4 again?
Yeah, you get the +4 again.
16.
Okay.
19 for Throden.
It's quite chilly, but you both are able to get to the surface before it's bothering you too much.
Or it's a problem.
And
Yeah,
at
you're
this
paladin.
point, we can say, Gorgon, prestidigitations everyone till they're dry. And I guess you're going to head north.
Mm-hmm.
To the mountains.
Secret,
Yeah.
secret tunnel.
Yay.
Just take that.
Secret beavers. So yeah. That wraps up this episode of Crobaton. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow, maybe subscribe. Twitch Prime is free if you have Amazon Prime. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Nope.
Ding.
Bing. Follow me on Twitter to know when I and we go live. Join the Discord for the same. There's also a channel in the Discord where you can discuss Crobaton things. No one uses it, so please use it. Mayor makes cool art, and anything else? Then we
No.
will see you all again in like 2-ish weeks.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride.
This is the end of Crobaton. We really had a lot of fun, but now it's time to go get gone. It is the end of Crobaton with Tom. The end of Crobaton. Weird song with the sheltered one. The end of Crobaton. Tom.